What's up, guys? Colby G's here with another of my full game commentaries from a ranked match. Now, this is up in mid Plat at the moment. I'm going to be playing some mid Jarvan, which is a little bit of an awkward pick, I'll say. And the reason I picked Jarvan mid is because they picked Orianna first. A lot of the other champions were banned that I would have liked to have played, and Jarvan just absolutely crushes Orianna mid. I think out of the 20 games that I played against Orianna, which a lot of people used to play Orianna way more earlier in January and stuff, and that's when I really played a lot of Jarvan mid. And I think there's only been one time that I have not gotten first blood on Orianna mid, and then I still crush her. I don't know, it's just you just completely crush her. It's so good, and I'm about to show you why. Now, they did have a Fizz, well, we did have a Fizz play on the team, and he was a little bit confused. I had to tell him to go top. He was like, "What, man? I don't know what's going on here." And he wanted to play AD, and then he was like, "Well, I've only got Fizz. It's the only other champion I've got." And I was like, "Well, yeah, you can go Fizz top." And he's like, "Okay," but then he didn't listen. I don't know. It doesn't really freaking matter, dudes. So I have my real manly page, which is just 11 AD, and then the whatever it is, 10 armor pen, however much that is. Now, whenever I play against Orianna, if you can look at her master, she doesn't have a lot of armor, then I'll just straight up go for the, this is the best thing you want to do. You want to go longsword and 2 health potions, and you're going to go ahead and attack some minions just a little bit here and there. Make sure you're at least 1 minion up. You want to get that level 2 as fast as possible. Now, I did take a little bit of harass here. The idea is to try and hit her at least once with your Q, your little spear poke thing, before she hits level 2. You know, if you can, hit her twice. Now, I know this sounds weird, but this is very methodical. This is every game. Watch. Boom! There it is. You go for the E and the Q, the knock up, the flash ignite, whatever. You know, flash if you need an extra auto attack. Usually, if you hit her with the Q twice, you do an E and the Q, and you actually land it, then you'll automatically get a kill. There's no way she can get away unless she's all the way up at her turret. So don't be stupid and dive too far for that. But that's it. That's it. First blood onto the Orianna. Pretty much works like clockwork on Jarvan mid. But, you're going to have to probably practice it a little bit. And it's pretty much hit or miss. If you miss that knock up, it's going to be really difficult. If anything, you'll shove her out of the lane, and you can make her lose a lot of experience. So, the idea here on Jarvan, the build that I do for mid Jarvan, is now a little bit different than I used to. I used to go for a brutalizer, and then I would go for, some other stuff. But that doesn't really matter. What I do now in Jarvan, I just skip the brutalizer because you've already got armor pin built into your kit. So let me kind of show you how that works. When you hit someone with your Q, it actually does, it lowers their armor for 14%. That's not a lot, but either way, you've got a little bit of that armor pin built in. And honestly, you want to go for wave clear. And you want to be able to split push as hard as possible on Jarvan. So what I'm going to do on Jarvan is I'm going to go for a Last Whisper eventually. But I'm going to skip the Brutalizer that I would normally pick up when you do that armor pin build. And I'm going to go for a Hydra. And then after that, if necessary, I'll go for Tanky, or I can keep on going damage. Now, a lot of times you are going to have to end up going for some Tanky. Just because of the way the game is working out. And Jarvan, you jump in on everyone. You're kind of squishy without those items, and it's a little bit bad. So we'll see how that works out. Now let me speed this up. So I just avoided a gank there from him, and every time I go back, I'm going to buy wards. Wards are very important on Jarvan because he's a very all-in champion when you're playing a mid. Very assassin style. You can get away very easily if you have your flag toss and your spear, but if you use those to go aggressive and do some damage, and then you get ganked right after that, then you're kind of be in a bad position, especially against someone is hard to deal with as the Nautilus here, so that's a little bit scary. Nautilus is really hard to deal with too. You can't just straight up kill the guy. He's so dang tanky, and then especially with that Orianna ball. I mean, she's already hard enough to kill as it is. Once you get the lead on her, though, it's gonna be really nice. Now I know her flash is down. She used her flash to try and escape earlier on. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm gonna get level 6, and I know the timer on flash because I used my flash. So I know that her flash will be up just before my flash comes up. So the idea is I want to go all in on her before her flash comes up, and that's exactly what I'm going to wait just a little bit for my ignite, and there it is. Boom. I wait for her to get just in range. I go in, all in. I do land my EQ combo, then the ult, and then the ignite. She is down for the count, and once again, she's going to lose all this experience, I think, anyways. I'm going to make her lose this because I'm going to shove these creeps up as much as possible. And there we go. Once I get enough AD, it's so easy to farm on Jarvan. It's a lot different than the jungle when you just build tanky stuff. After you get a couple of items, you can just Q and kill the entire back wave of the minions. And then a couple of auto attacks will finish off the rest of the front side. So let's speed that back up, and we'll see how things are going. And now Fizz died up the top lane. He's against the Jax, a little bit difficult, but I think he starts to do a little bit better on his own here. And my goal is to focus on the bot lane. I'm pretty sure Vi will be ganking there soon as she hits 6. And now that I just used my ultimate, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to gank bot lane, but you know, it'll come up pretty soon. So I'm going to do my best to keep this lane shoved. And I think that I have a ward, yeah. So I'm going to put a ward down there. That's going to allow me to stick on this side. I'm just going to hug this. You know, I can't see if they're coming, but I'm going to hope they at least ward up this area. I'm hoping bot lane will ward up this area so we can kind of see if Nautilus is coming in. And there we go. Fizz got a kill onto the Jax, so that is really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. And I've got my pickaxe, so you'll notice it looks like I'm going for Brutalizer, but I'm not. I'm going just lots of attack damage right now. So the bot lane is now getting attacked by the Vi, and I get in there. I do get a knock up onto the Corki, but I'm going to jump over onto the Sona because I was trying to get them both inside of my ultimate. It did kind of push the Corki in a bad spot there, so I get the kill onto this Sona, and we give a kill to our Vayne. Good stuff. That was actually very close. Look at these guys' health. If I had not came in there, then they would not have gotten those kills. They may have actually gotten like triple killed. Corki's Sona is like one of the strongest bot lanes. It's very difficult to deal with. Since I shoved up that top lane, or sorry, the mid lane, Orianna is just now kind of pushing in. She's not shoving very hard at the moment, so I'm not really going to lose too much. I don't think she's going to get it to my turret, but you know. The idea is you wanna shove as hard as possible. That's why I go for the Hydra on Jarvan, so you can shove and then roam. And I'm gonna get a boots of mobility pretty soon. So there we go. I've got the Tiamat set up. Oh, I keep losing the auto follow. There we go. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and auto attack these minions down as fast as possible. And we're giving this blue. Normally I would like to take the blue, so I can just push, and use my EQ as much as possible to like go over walls and steal race and things like that. So I'm going to check. I'm going to check if the Razor up, but I realized she actually farmed those. But yeah, we're going to give that blue to the Fizz because I want him to do well. And I'm a good guy. I'm a team player, you know. It's all about being a team player. Player. And there we go, shoving that down. So now that's shoved, I can roam once again if I would like to. And notice that bottom lane is shoving pretty heavily. We don't have Vi there, so I'm thinking about going down there, but right now I noticed that my ultimate's not up for just a little bit, so I'm going to grab some of these wraiths, and I might just push out once again. I'm seeing that Vi is actually heading down there, so I'm going to start to think about roaming that direction. So now that they are shoved in so far, we have Vi coming in. My ultimate's about to come. Yeah, there it is. It's back off, cooldown as well. So there it is. There is the Vayne going ham, and we might get the knocked up. She's actually going to get the kill by herself, and I'm going to try and get in here and put the pain onto the Sona. I know her flash is down, and that's another kill, unfortunately, for the Nami, but whatevs. That's going to shove them out of lane, give us a little bit of pressure, and we're going to be good to go. So hopefully we can shove this and take the turret. That's my plan. Anytime you kill a couple people in a lane, and I just noticed, I think the Nautilus, I just saw him mid or something. Let's see, where was he? Oh yeah, he backed out. Either way, you want to take turrets as much as possible. We're going to go for a dragon as well. It's a little bit risky since they are all coming back up, and they know we're doing it. They obviously just saw it because we pinked it and cleared the ward. But if we can get out of there fast enough, we should be okay. Yeah, I noticed they're going to try and come in on me. I'm just going to flash over the wall, and boom! Just barely missing the ultimate. That would have wrecked my day. And I'm going to run out of there. I don't have enough mana to even turn around and fight this. And Nautilus is so tanky. I tried to like EQ out, but I didn't even have enough mana for that. I'm going to auto attack that. Looks like they're kind of trying to turn on this, but I don't really want to. Like, I'm out of mana. There's literally nothing I can do, and so Vi gets caught out. Kind of a bad call on their part. Didn't really like that. You gotta look at the mana of your allies if you're trying to go back in, and they were all full health. They were healthy, so kind of scary. And so I get my boots of mobility. So like I said, you want to go for that wave clear, the Tiamats, and boots of mobility. And I got another pickaxe because we're gonna go for the last whisper that I was telling you about earlier. And then after the last whisper, then we can go for the lifesteal on the Hydra, and then we'll go for tanky stuff. So for right now, I'm just gonna live off of the amount of damage that I have to try and like insta-give people. Once I get into team fights, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to live if I jump in on those fights. I'm gonna have to play more of an assassin role where instead of initiating and taking stuff, I'm gonna have to like clean up. And that's what mid Jarvan is all about, at least until you get enough items to handle jumping in like as if you were a jungler. Now that they saw me come in here, I don't really care. I'm just kind of like, you know, that mad disrespect showing them, dude, I'm still in your jungle. You're not going to do anything about it. Hey, Sona, what's up? I'm going to try and full insta-give her. I don't have Ignite, so I can't fully insta-give her. She does flash, though. I think I might have been able to get the kill, but I forgot to use my Tiamat. So, 1,000 lashes with a wet noodle for that mistake. And that's way too much damage for me to handle. I'm just going to peace out. No reason for me to stay there. A lot of times, a lot of times you try and clear those waves, and man, you realize the damage potential that the enemies can do, and you're like, screw that. No, thank you. Orianna is this very scary champion, but if you shut her down, should be okay. Now, I'm farming quite well here in comparison to everyone else on my team, but this Orianna, you know, I've been roaming a lot in the bot lane, so she's been able to kind of catch up in the CS. Now, she doesn't have any kills, thank God, but that's okay. And she's gonna come around here, bam! Look at that knock up, dude. She is so screwed. I don't need this. I don't need this, man. Who says I need an ultimate? Well, we catch her coming up to defend the bot lane or something. I don't know exactly what she's doing, but that's a blue buff for me. So very nice, got that. And I'm going to shove this mid lane in as hard as possible. I don't know why I didn't auto-attack that creep. Let's speed it up so you don't have to watch me auto-attack and stuff. And I think I should be able to get this turret unless something bad. Yeah, it's pretty much free turret for me. I'm just going to keep shoving until someone comes in here to stop me. Thing about Jarvan, especially once you get the Hydra, is, you know, it's all about putting pressure on lanes. You can clear so fast, and then if they try and come up and get you, you can use your stuff to get away. See, I put the flag back there in case I needed to Q to it to get away, but there, yeah, it was just her by herself. So nothing she can do to stop me. I got 2 turrets, dude. 2 turrets from removing those. Sorry, from killing that Orianna there. That's one of the things. You gotta make sure that you capitalize on objectives after you kill someone. So if you kill people and you know that there's like 3 people top lane and your bot lane, boom, take that. There's no reason you should not be pressuring that. You don't just like back off and go look for more kills. Always go for eject. Now this was retarded. Like I thought I was like, I mean, I looked at his level. I was like, oh, it's a level 9 Jax. I'm level 12. I've got all my spells up. I'm gonna wreck his face. And he's like, no, I'm Jax. I'm broken. I'm an OP champion. I'm gonna wreck you. Thank God Fizz is a broken champion and he's OP because he does well against Jax. Oh, that's not good. So Fizz just walks straight up into that. He is going to get pulled back in. Let's see if Jax gets in range for his jump. This is going to be scary. There's the ultimate. He doesn't have his Trickster, but he does have Zanya's. That's going to help him out. He does avoid the stun there. And there's the ulti. Let's see. It gets enough damage to kill the Jax. And I'm commentating on a Fizz game now. Let's go ahead and watch myself. So now that I've got my Last Whisper, I'll be building up into the, finishing off the Hydra. Now that fight, they are still chasing this Vi. This Vi is doing some work, so I'm going to do my best to try and come up here and clean this up, because I know that Orianna, or I thought that Orianna was coming. And I know with Boots of Mobility, I come back, oh, look at that ultimate, so good! And I'm going to go ahead and ultimate so that they cannot continue chasing this Vi. I hope she backs off here. And instead of backing off, she stood there and got ulted. Not really good, because that's going to be a Q. So Vi played it bad, or well, she played it good, and then she played it bad. This dude is so hard to watch this fight, dude. This is so annoying. This is Orianna shield. Plus, he's just tanky. I do get the kill, but, whatever. Double kill for the Orianna. She finally gets 2 kills. Kind of a sad day for me, but I finish off my Hydra, so I am happy about that. And if you're curious, I'm maxing my Q, and then my E, and then my W. Let's see, I talked to you guys about my runes. My masteries are just 21-9, like 9 in the defense, because I want to be, a little bit tanky. You can also go 9 in the offense for the increased timing on your buffs, but I don't really care. I just want to be a little bit tankier so I can defend myself when I do the all-in at level 1, or level 2, I should say. That's what it's all about. Sometimes you got to be careful playing the J4 mid. He's really good against a lot of champions, but you have to kind of be careful. Like there's some stuff that can really wreck his day. He actually does not do very well against Katarina. No one, not a lot of people play that. Lux can just shut him down super early, so you can't do the all-in because she can just use her passive on you. At least most Luxes, anyways. You can pretty much all you got to do is like have her like miss a Q or something like that, and then you can go in on her. Now I try and dodge this out. He does have his leap ready to go. I don't have enough damage to finish off the Corki because I got ulted, so I was stunned, not able to do enough. And Corki's starting to get a few kills here. He's at 4. So I'm getting a little tiny bit worried about that, and he's keeping up in farm with me, and I have the most farm on my team, so that's also a little bit scary. Gonna have to start to worry about that. Now that I've got my damage, I'm starting to get my health. I'm gonna have to deal with a lot of magic damage from their team. Corki's magic damage and AD, obviously, and then they've got, of course, magic damage on a lot of other champions. So my idea is to get health. Whenever you're dealing with magic damage, but you also know that you need armor eventually, the idea is that you want to get health and armor items. So for me, that's going to be Randuin's. So I'm going to go for the Randuin's. That's also good. I like those active items on Jarvan. You jump in, you pop your Randuin's, you pop your Hydra, boom, 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 AoE stuff happening everywhere. And then after that, I'll probably, based on their team and not getting like grabbed and caught and stuff, I'm probably going to go for, I could go for a GA, but I want more HP like I said, because it's, I have to defend against both types of damage, so I'm going to go for a less built item, which is the Banshee's Veil. Now, that's very situational, but I like it against this team, mostly just to try and avoid getting hooked. If it was a Blitzcrank, I'd probably do the same thing. It can get popped very easily by Corky Rockets, but the idea is to just, jump into a fight and avoid one big burst of damage or one ability that will wreck me, maybe avoid a, Orianna ultimate or, anything like that. That's the idea. Of course, that's not going to be for a while. I'm a ways off. I'm just talking, kind of strategy with you guys so you have an idea. Now, I'm going to just play this safe. I don't know where the rest of their team is. I see 2 of them, but I have 2 of my team split off in different directions. Okay, so there's Jax. He's up top. So this is stuff that is important. You need to pick your engages correctly, especially if you're playing J4 mid and you're not building straight up tanky. You can die extremely fast. So you're more of an assassin. You got to pick people off. You can definitely engage. Like it definitely works to engage, but you need to have your team there ready to make something happen right on top of you. Otherwise, you're just gonna whiff it and get screwed. So I'm looking for any chance I can to, pick someone off or whatever, do some damage. Otherwise, I'm just going to continue to shove this, put some pressure, and not let them get past this point right here. And there is a missed Fizz. Now, I know we're going to lose the fight right here. Like I'm going to pause this because in my mind, Fizz misses ultimate, and I know, okay, I'm pretty sure these guys are going to get engaged on, and I'm going to have to go back in. We're going to lose this fight. Like, I just called it. So I called the retreat ping. And I was hoping that everyone would get out there in time. So Nami has her ultimate. She really needs to use it right now to escape because this guy's coming in. But nope, instead of using it, she gets caught. I'm like, gosh dang it, and then she uses it. I see an opportunity to get like a couple of them knocked up, hopefully save the team. Well, Fizz goes back in, and luckily he gets the kill. So if he didn't get the kill, I'd be a little bit sad about that. So that's a 3-for-1 trade. Really not that good for us. We're pretty far ahead in gold, but they are a very strong team. I mean, extremely powerful. And so that is pretty much throw potential. That little fight right there, we can basically get crushed right now. There's not a lot we can do. So at this point, they need to wait for us to come back. They can defend this right now, as long as they don't do anything crazy. We're going to lose this turret, I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't know what. Oh, okay, that's really him. She's going in by herself. That Vi, a little too crazy. And Vayne's positioning is not that good. So she runs back in there, 1v4. She's going to get grabbed and caught. There's a double kill for the Corky. He's getting big, and that's not good. Now we have Nami running in one at a time. I don't know what she's thinking. She's like, oh, I'm going to defend this turret by myself. Luckily, she gets out of there. She's fine. Now, I'm back. I'm going to do our best to just push this back out. And we don't have too many. We saw the Jacks go up there. I'm not gonna like run into the forest because I don't know exactly where they are all at. I don't know if they're like sitting and waiting for us. Okay, looks like they went and warded the dragon. I don't know that at this time, but I'm gonna look for it. I am gonna take the drag because I know that they're backing at this point. Now that I saw Jack's top and I saw Corky mid and stuff, I know I can get a free dragon. So any kind of gold advantage is nice. Unfortunately, we don't get the dragon because I don't have a smite. I'm not a jungler. And Vi wasn't there in time, so he just walks up and smites it. That's a free dragon for him. That's really unfortunate. So we chase. This is probably a bad idea. Honestly, I knew it was a bad idea. I was seeing if I could wait for my cooldown to come back up on my flag and knock him up, but it was a little bit too late. The Orianna was able to get there in time and combo, and boom. Now I get stuck. Like, I wanted to get out of there. I couldn't even, like, I had all these ultimates on me. So overall, that was bad. We should have just let him have the freaking dragon and get out of there. This is throw potential. That's my fault. And so really sad about that. Really, really sad about that. Could have been a pretty good play. Now, this Vayne is retarded. Sorry. I'm sorry, Leper. Like, you're probably a good player sometimes, but that was just stupid. Like, there's no reason for him to run back in there and give another free kill to that Corky. That's... Nami was basically dead. I mean, she almost died and gave 2 kills. But that's going to allow them to continue to shove up. They've got their entire team up. We've lost 2 people. And they're going to come up here and they're going to crush our inhibitor pretty soon. Now, we have a few seconds coming back up, but we don't have the Vayne. So that's a little bit scary. Oh, crap. I just lost. Okay, there we go. So now Vi went in by herself. So there's so much throw. This is solo queue for you guys. This is people just running in by themselves. I don't know why. This is like 5v1. 5v1. She's trying to make a play. I don't know what kind of play. She's tanky. She doesn't have that much damage. Now, she did go for a Trinity, so she's got some damage, but not enough to really make a play. I'm like, screw that. I flash out. I don't want to get hit by that Sona ult. Luckily, I do dodge the Sona ult because I would have gotten crushed. We lose the inhibitor, and that's pretty much a throw play. I mean, if they play this right, that's basically GG, and they've caught back up completely. and there's not much we can do. They get a free Baron, essentially. They can get this Baron, because we don't have Fizz or Vi up for a little bit, and we have no vision of the Baron, and they go straight to it. Like, now we don't know they're there, and I'm not going to run into that bush, so I'm waiting for someone else to get vision. It's too late. See, they already get the Baron. Hopefully we don't get caught. Look, and it's nice. The Nami actually uses her ultimate to disengage that time, which is nice. I'm going to see if someone like screws up and comes over here. I don't want to engage, but, you know, if the opportunity presents itself, I will take it. Either way, we're going to back off. He's going to come up top, do a little bit of shoving, get some CS. Oh, he might get caught here. Let's slow this down, actually. What is happening? I want to actually watch this. So they dive him, and he's going to get the kill. But I'm thinking he might die here. He gets a kill onto the Jax, so that's one person down. No more Baron for him. And I should speed this up a little bit more. Okay, that's good. He dodged that, but he's not going to get out of the next thing. So, unfortunately, that is going to be a tower loss. We can't defend that at this point. I am going to come back around, though. I'm pretty sure, I feel pretty confident about being able to come up here and catch these guys if we play right. I see the Sona behind me, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to go for this Orianna because I can crush her face. And there it is. I'm going to go ahead and use my actives, jump on her, and do as much damage as possible. Now, she blocks a little bit of damage with her Zhonya's, but it's not enough. We get the kill for our Vayne, which is fine with me. I would like the kill, but for a Vayne, yeah, Vayne is hyper carry. I'll give kills to Vayne all day long, even if she doesn't play that well. All she got to do is auto attack correctly, you know? So there we go. That's a double kill for Vayne. We made the best of a bad situation. We made a throw. They're still ahead of us after a Baron and Inhibitor, but we're going to have to kind of defend this. I'm going to do my best to take anything, like if there's a red, there's no red. Unfortunately, I'll take this. A little bit risky, but, you know, I knew I had time. You got to be careful when you start taking stuff in the jungle with no vision, and you're all by yourself, because if they were back fast enough, they could have, like, ran straight there to farm it themselves and then caught me or something like that. But I knew that I had time to get there and get out. So just another thing to keep in mind, because a lot of throw plays happen like that. So now that we're grouped up, hopefully we don't have any more of this like stupid solo getting caught crap, which was basically like 3 or 4 fights in a row, and that's what led up to that whole like Baron and freaking Inhibitor. Oh, so frustrating. I have these games so many times, so many throws where we're ahead and then people just mess up. So what I'm gonna do, I see that they all group up and they're going for the top lane, and they're going to try and crush it. They're going to go in full force. And so my plan here is I tell them I'm about to back, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and shove top. I'm going to see if I can make them split off, because they have a lot of pressure right now, and I know we cannot save that first turret. So I have time. I know I have time that I can shove this, and potentially, if we can defend this, I'll be able to get a free turret and maybe an inhibitor myself, or you know, force them to back. And if one of them backs, then we got Fizz and they can re-engage. So there's a lot of potential here, and this is also very risky because if they dive us 4v5, it could work out not so well. So I'm watching and I'm like, crap, they are diving. So this is where I start to back. You see me backing right here, and I did shove it up. So at least there's the pressure on that lane. And we're gonna lose some people here, and we didn't lose a turret, thank God. Turret still here. Now I'm going to buy Boots of Mobility, or sorry, Boots of Home Guard, and I come in just like that, bam. And I go in, I get 3 people into the ultimate. We're going to get a nice bubble there. Vayne gets another kill, and that's a double kill for her. So Vayne really big right now, 10 kills, even though Corki's 12. So, I mean, both ADs on both teams. Super, super strong. But either way, that was just one of those split decisions. We got 1 for 4 there. We didn't lose the turret. We lost 1 turret, but you know, I put a little bit of pressure on the bot lane. Didn't get any turrets, but that's where you kind of, as a split pusher, you have to decide when it's very necessary. If I didn't go back right there, we would not have got those kills. We might have actually lost a turret. Might have lost more people. Who knows? So it's very risky. Whenever you're split pushing, you gotta really pay attention to what you're doing, and you need to be able to split push fast and make those decisions on the fly. So either way, it worked out for us, and that's pretty much all that needs to be said. And you'll see that I've got my Randuins built up, and I'm going to start working on my magic resist. And there it is. I'm going to go for Spectre's Cowl. I like the Spectre's Cowl. It gives you magic resist and HP, and it will be going into the Banshee's Veil, like I said. So right now we're sitting at 2,800 HP. We're a little bit tankier. We're looking a little bit more like as if we had gone jungle. Obviously, for jungle, we'd probably have a few more tanky items, but at this point, it's pretty sexy. Like I've got 6 kills, and I've got a lot of farm, 263 CS, way more than anyone on either team, because I've been split pushing that lane and I've been crushing it with my Hydra, and that's what it's all about. So I know that they're going to be pushing in this bottom turret. I don't really think we can defend it, so we're doing the retreat pings. I'm like, nah, don't worry about it, dudes. We've got the inhib up. I went and killed, I think, the last super minion. I think. Yeah, I killed the last Superman. That's what I did because I wanted to make sure that our lane was able to at least stay even and not get shoved in. I don't want them to have an easy inhibitor in the middle. And thank God they're at least pushing this turret down so we have a chance. Now I get pulled in here. Let's slow it down and see what happens. There's the disengage from the Nami, and I'm waiting for this Jax to come in. He wants to get onto her, so I'm going to look for an opportunity to peel for her. Luckily, he wasn't able to get in range. Vayne played it correctly, and we're going to get a free kill onto this Jax. So he went way too deep. The rest of their team disengaged because of that. Nami, that was a really good ultimate from the Nami, and there's the ultimate onto the Corki, so good job. Now, our Vayne's going to get ultied from him as well, but I jump in there and make sure he cannot escape, doing lots of damage as well. That's going to lock down their jungler, which I don't really want to go on. So you see me moving out. So my goal here is not to keep attacking him. I'm an assassin. When you play mid Jarvan, you're an assassin. I'm not able to get the knock-up on her, but I get the flash, the ignite, and just an extra auto attack. That gives Vi a triple, which is fine. That's fine. Vi needs some kills too, you know. She needs the love. And I'm going to continue chasing. Let's speed it back up. We're going to chase this Sona, which is surprisingly tanky. She's actually really tanky. We get the kill on there because we have the Vayne doing work. And that's the ace. That's going to be a lot of damage for us. So I'm going to shove in. I'm going to let them clear that wave down there. And I'm going to use my Hydra to push this in as fast as possible. And I know that I can tank this turret long enough. We have a lot of damage. We got Vi. We have everyone here. So I know that I can use this auto attack. Your flag is auto attack speed, if you didn't know that already. So put that down when you're taking turrets. That'll help you take those faster. And that's going to be a hit for us. So we're making that comeback. They made the throw play by having Jax go in too deep. And a great Nami ultimate. Throws happen back and forth all the time. I mean, this is middle of Plat, getting close to Diamond. And this stuff happens all day, every day. I see throws in freaking, like... I spectated a game today from a friend of mine in Diamond 1. And they lost the game in 10 minutes. Shit you not. The game was over in 10 minutes. Like, crap happens all the time. Now, that's obviously not a throw. That's just getting crushed. But, hey, you just cannot ever give up. I've seen crazy throws in this past week. Like, I swear to God, I've had like 7 games where people have done something stupid after we already had inhib down and then just, like, throw fight after fight after fight, and then we... lose the game. So, all right, I'm going to slow this down because we're about to have a Baron. We know they're going to Baron. Like, we know it. We had to back off after getting inhib. So this is a smart play for them. It's also a very desperate play. We're back ahead in the lead. They need this Baron in order to win the game. Fizz doing a good job of coming up here and trying to zone. They have the ward, but Corki still gets hit with the fish. That locks him down for just a little bit. He does use his barrier. Fizz gets in there, does a little bit of damage. Now watch what I do. I come around here. I know they're chasing me, so I'm actually not going to go straight in on him. I come back around. And what I do is I just wait long enough to get all 3 of them. Now they're all stuck in my ultimate. I'm popping both my actives, and every auto attack is Hydra. So I'm doing damage to their entire team right now. We get a nice Nami ultimate. There it is. I get another kill, and I'm going to speed this back up. There's the double, and I'll get the triple right here, and we're going to finish this off very nicely. So that's it. Pretty much a good fish from the Fizz. He definitely wouldn't have killed him, but Corki tried to come back onto me, thinking that I was going to go straight to him. If I had gone straight to that Corki and used my flag toss knock-up right away, that would not have worked out very well, but since I got 3 people in that, it worked out very nicely for us. And that is the surrender. We win the game, and thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the Jarvan Mid commentary, and good luck out there in your future games. I'll see you around next time. I'm Colby Cheese. Peace out.